In the heart of the dry African savanna, nestled between a river long since dried and rolling hills of sunburnt grass, lay the village of Nkua. Life here was simple but harsh, and everyone knew one another. Yet even in this tight-knit community, secrets lingered, secrets that whispered in the wind and echoed in the ancient trees. At the edge of the village, where the forest grew dense and the spirits seemed to speak, lived Mama Abina. She was the healer, the wise woman, the keeper of mysteries. Her touch had cured many, and her remedies were said to hold the power of the gods themselves. But even Mama Abina, revered as she was, had her limits. One fateful season, when the land baked under an unforgiving sun, Kofi staggered into her compound. His son, Adissa, lay limp on his back, burning with a fever that no village remedy could tame. Mama Abina! Kofi cried out, his voice cracked with desperation. Please, help me. My son is dying. The healer emerged from her hut, her presence calm yet commanding. She knelt beside the boy, placing a hand on his forehead. Her face darkened, her eyes narrowing as if seeing something no one else could. She stood slowly and spoke words that froze Kofi's heart. Take your son away. I cannot help him. Kofi fell to his knees, his voice breaking. Please, Mama Abina. You've healed so many. He's just a child. I beg you. But Mama Abina shook her head. This illness is not of the body. It is a mark, a curse. To interfere would bring the wrath of the spirits upon us all. Word of her refusal spread like wildfire through the village. By nightfall, an angry crowd had gathered outside her compound. Kofi stood at their head, his grief replaced by fury. We demand answers, he shouted. You've healed countless people before. Why abandon my son? The villagers murmured in agreement, their faces lit by flickering torches. Mama Abina stepped out, her expression calm but firm. The spirits have forbidden it. Your son bears the mark of a blood curse, one that binds him to sins of the past. The crowd gasped. What curse? An elder asked. Mama Abina's voice carried the weight of ancient truths. Long ago, Kofi's father, Nana Oba, stole sacred relics from the shrine. The spirit's anger has passed down through his bloodline. If I attempt to heal the boy without lifting the curse, the spirits will demand my life. Kofi's world crumbled. No, he whispered. My father was a good man. He would never do such a thing. But doubt not at him. That night, he tore through his late father's belongings, searching for the truth. Beneath a loose floorboard, he found a dusty bundle. Inside were the relics, a carved wooden figurine and a bead necklace, symbols of the very shrine he had been warned about. At dawn, Kofi carried the relics to the village shrine, a sacred grove where ancient trees stood like silent witnesses. Mama Abina awaited him, along with a gathering of villagers. The air grew heavy as the ritual began. Mama Abina chanted, sprinkling herbs over the relics as smoke curled into the sky. Kofi placed the items on the altar, his hands trembling. Suddenly, the wind picked up, swirling through the grove with an eerie howl. The villagers clung to one another as thunder rumbled in the distance. Adissa, lying on a mat nearby, convulsed and then fell still. The silence was deafening. Then, slowly, the boy opened his eyes. His breathing steadied, his fever gone. He sat up, confused but alive. Kofi rushed to his son, tears streaming down his face. You're okay, he whispered. You're okay. Mama Abina stepped forward, her voice soft but resolute. The curse has been lifted. Your son is free. Kofi knelt before her, his heart heavy with gratitude and guilt. Thank you. For everything. Mama Abina placed a hand on his shoulder. The spirits do not punish without reason. It was your courage to face the truth that saved him. The villagers, once divided by fear, now stood united in awe and relief. And as the sun rose over Nkua, its rays seemed to promise a new beginning.